Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the Pride Pod. We are excited that you're live with us at the moment, or if you're listening or watching us later on. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We are Louder and Proud Orlando. I'm your host today, Luis Carlos Pineda. John, unfortunately, is on vacation, and I'll be taking care of all the duties of talking to you about the best team in the NWSL, the Orlando Pride. I also will commend you to leave a comment. We have the comments open for you to comment. You just have to subscribe first. Drop us a thumbs up. It will help us tremendous with the algorithm. But again, what a rush under in this particular game against the Wave. Orlando Pride, definitely a greedy win against the Wave. Um, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't expecting too much out of this game. The good thing is Lisbedo Valle, um, Jackie Valle, La Maga came alive. She played a tremendous game, and then also Carson Pickett, which is having probably the best season of her career when it comes to scoring goals. But Jackie Ovalle, fresh off, slots a golazo. Also Carson Pickett rising like a phoenix in the 54th minute, hitting the winner. So tremendous. What's next for Orlando? Obviously, south of the border. Mexico City's Estadio Ciudad de los Deportes, Club América Femenil. It's a pivotal CONCACAF Women's Champions Cup clash against Las Águilas. It's a Liga MX Femenil powerhouse, and definitely they got a little bit of an edge because they're playing in a very good historic stadium. But the Pride are undefeated in this tournament. And so Alajuelense, they destroyed. Chorillo, they destroyed. And I have a feeling that Orlando needs to get a golden ticket to the FIFA Club World Cup, 100%. So vamos Pride, vamos Orlando, and we're ready to start this phenomenal podcast today. So thank you for your support. Make sure you drop in your like and thumbs up. But we're going to start talking about what happened against San Diego, and then after that, we'll tap in on what happened and what's going to happen against Club America, my predictions, and also our potential lineup. So, September 26, 2025, Orlando Pride, hard fought 2-1 victory over the San Diego Wave in San Diego, marking their first win in 10 games, and also snapped a 9-game winless streak in the NWSL regular season. 32 points for Orlando Pride. They're keeping them in the playoff hunt for sure. San Diego dropped some points. It was a very gritty affair, with Orlando overcoming an equalizer and claimed the 3 points in a crucial mid-table clash between two teams eyeing postseason spots. Obviously, some of the best players, uh, as you know, I feel like Jacqueline Ovalle is, to me at least, deserves to be one of the best players in this particular game. Her first NWSL goal, the first Mexican international to score for the Pride. Her early strike literally set the tone. She was very dynamic in attack. She felt comfortable, confident. She had a lot of creativity and dribbling. And then, who would have thought, again, like that song from Rancid, who would have thought that Carson Pickett, was going to net the game winner again in the second half. Her second regular season goal of 2025. Her overlapping runs and the way she's helping that defense were key. She earned the player of the match nods So Carson Pickett, kudos to you. Tremendous form. On the other side, I will have to say that Ali Watt is an honorable mention because she provided the assist for Ovaye's goal. And also Carrie Abello. I think she had a really good game, reach her 100th appearance for the Pride across all competitions. When it comes to San Diego Wave, I feel like Dudinha. I think she was probably one of their best players. She scored the goal to equalize the game. So she was literally the brightest spark they had on in the midfield, creating chances despite the loss. So, um, 14 shots on 14 shots total for the Wave. 4 shots on target out of 14. So a very inconsistent Wave game. Orlando, 12 shots, 5 on target. 82% of passes completed for the Pride, 84% for the Wave. Almost the same amount of corners. You're talking about 4 corners for the Pride and 6 corners for the Wave. Definitely the Pride fouled the most, about 10 fouls. The Wave, 8 fouls. And so I think overall it was an even Stevens game. It was a well balanced game in which Orlando won because they were more clinical in front of goal and converted their chances despite slightly less possession. So in the first half, and again, let me see if I can read some comments. I think we have a couple comments here. Thank you so much, Shinta. We looked much better without Marta, to be honest. Like, eh, this is as the injuries also helped. There you go. Yeah, it did 100%. Shinta. Thank you so much. San Diego, right? So in the first half, a little bit of a breakdown. Orlando started very aggressively. I felt like there was dominating early transitions. Jackie Ovalle opened the score in the 28th minute with a beautiful composed finish, assisted by Ali Watt, giving the Pride a 1-0 lead. It was pandemonium. And then after that, I feel like San Diego kind of struggled to create chances. Clearly, usually San Diego has no problem getting back into chance creation. But in this scenario, Orlando's midfield pressing limited that buildup, which I feel wholeheartedly, again, Haley McCutcheon in detrimental for this win as well. The half ended with Orlando in full control, though San Diego had a couple of set pieces that went unconverted 100%. Then in the second half, I felt San Diego came out stronger. Clearly, they had the fans, right? They equalized in the 52nd minute through Dudinha's header of a corner, set piece goal for the Wave, and you would see usually the Pride kind of getting demoralized after they scored, but I do commend the team because they stayed composed, they stayed tranquil, calm, triple C's, cool, calm, and collective. And then I feel Seb Hines made the right moves. Carson Pickett restored the lead in the 68th minute with a tap in assisted by Oyane, which Oyane, again, another great game by Oyane. Back to back assist, great counter. So in the final 20 minutes, San Diego literally put all their numbers forward, but Orlando's defense held firm. And obviously, Anna Morehouse had 2 massive key saves. So that's pretty much kind of what the breakdown that I kind of tell for these two particular you know golazos from the Pride. So let's look at the highlights real quick and just kind of go over. Um, there you go, right here. So this was the starting lineup right here for San Diego. If you're watching, Didi Harisic on goal, Lundqvist, Wesley, Armstrong, and McNabb, Facer, Dali, Ascanio, And then right up there was Dudinha, Adriana Leon, and Mackenzie Robbie.
Savannah McCaskill out with an injury. Gia Corley is out.
It's up and down.
And this is what Orlando Pride brought in. I think this was a very it was a better game for Ali Lemos. It was a better game for Angelina. I think Haley McCutcheon was tremendous as well. Definitely love the partnership of Shavoshi and Sams there. Oyane had a phenomenal game. And then I like this top three. Definitely Jackie Ovalle felt free up top. And Julie Doyle is a player that has shown that she can also dribble the ball pretty well. And I felt that this game was really good for the front three. Ali, unfortunately, she can definitely assist, but unfortunately, there's games that she could score a brace, and there are games that she just doesn't score in 7 games. But she definitely, in this particular game, she had a phenomenal touch for Jackie Ovalle that she didn't really that she scored a tremendous goal. So let's watch the first goal real quick for the Pride. I think it's right here. Let's watch.
Ali Watt chases.
Now look at the 1v1 of Ali Watt. Like, she's so poised.
Filled in nicely for Banda.
And then look, wide open. Now, obviously, I feel like if Marta would have been there, she would have passed the ball and it would have slowed down the transition. But I love the fact that Ovalle takes
this
it
up
on.
top, left-footed smash, beats Horicic. Orlando strike, and on cue, you asked for it. Jackie Ovalle scores her first in the NWSL. Pride lead 1-0.
You know, and you know what I love the most? That everyone's so happy for her. Everyone is just so happy for her. Shinta says, Job Morehouse redeemed herself after her typical blunder. There you go, Shinta. But I love the fact that everybody's so happy after the score from Ovalle.
Space properly. Well, you got it.
Now look at how it all starts. Oyane again, tremendous Oyane with the service to Ali Watt, opening wide the flank. Ali Watt just takes on the player
in that right space.
And just has that vision to see. Obviously, diff practice transition plays. I mean, it's obvious, but I love the fact that, number one, bad for the back line of San Diego to be so wide open. Literally an open door, quoting Frozen here. And, you know, you give a talented player like Ovalle that much space, she's going to capitalize.
On the right side, knowing that she can find that little gap between the defensive line and the midfield line. And look who it is, filling it so kindly. It's Jackie Ovalle drifting into the spot. Great first time.
And I have to say, the San Diego fans did not boo her. The San Diego fans also clapped, because obviously she's a huge part of the Mexican national team. And I feel like she has the potential to be do her whole career here in the NWSL and give a lot to this league, 100%.
Remarkable finish, 1-0 Pride on the road.
Is
Now, we are the daddies of San Diego. We are completely undefeated against them. They've and you can hear what he says right here.
Defeated when they score first. 7 wins.
Yeah, so right now he says Orlando's undefeated when they score first. And it's true. And it happened, you know. Now, let's look at Dudinha's goal.
Only team in the NWSL to not give away points when they score first. But they give this ball away. Long shot, punched by Morehouse.
Oh, John, we're gonna have fun on this one.
In the NWSL to not give away points when they score first, but they give this ball away. Long shot.
You know, when is it gonna take? When is it gonna take? I mean, I wouldn't call her this a blunder. I would call her this just reckless. You know, I know that's not going to happen, but I would love to see Matt Crone gain another chance. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. This is. I mean, you imagine if this could happen in the playoffs? This would definitely kill the vibe of the playoffs, dude. It'd be terrible.
Punched by Morehouse, but it trickles across the line. Dudinha gets the equalizer in a blink of an eye.
Look, I'll be honest with you. Like, you want to be empathetic, and obviously Orlando Pride won, and I think that's what matters. But be honest with you. I mean, come on, bro. Like, if this would have been a playoff game, like, this is totally a momentum killer.
And we are off and rolling. 1-1, less than 10 minutes in.
Hold my beer. Let me get my first NWSL goal, too. She picks this one off from distance, sees Morehouse is out. What a savvy finish.
Oh, what a finish.
From the young.
Well, and now let's watch the second goal.
Dudinha dances, drills.
You're starting to see Ovalle more comfortable.
No, I love the fact that
in the channel here, because last game
now,
she went.
I love the fact that Angelina, man, it's able to play this ball like that.
In the channel here.
Boom.
Because
and then look, one touch.
Last game she
look what Ovalle does.
Went to the end line so many times it almost
lets the ball go.
Her.
And again, I want to be honest with you. Again, I don't want to nitpick, but don't let the ball go like that, because look how in transition San Diego goes.
To utilizing her right foot. She
kudos to Sam's right there.
Closer to the 18.
But imagine if it was a more skillful player. Now look at that right here.
With her left, where she can find. Seems like.
Now look at Oyane right here, and she's already tired. And I guess we need to take care of Oyane too, because she has that thing on her leg.
Drop it on a dime wherever she wants.
Look at that. Oh, that ball, that curl that she put on that ball, man.
Drop it on a dime.
Tremendous.
Wherever she wants.
Speaking of dropping it on a dime,
oh, what a goal.
Out in front. Pickett scorches the strings. Orlando regain the lead. It's 2-1.
Playing in an advanced position as a winger. And Oyane takes a little glimpse.
What an assist.
Sees Ali White. I don't even think she's seen
and I'm telling you, horrible defending by the San Diego Wave.
She's seeing Carson Pickett.
I mean,
Pickett there with the ball. But when you play it in behind a high back line, there's options. And as this goes beyond Watt, Pickett, first time, right foot, back of the net. Nice, steady.
And I love the fact that Seb brings her in as a change of pace player. I think we need to keep it that way. I think Pickett works better when she comes in as a sub.
Finish from the veteran. And I love that ball from Oyane. Second goal on the year for Pickett.
Well, tremendous win by the Pride. I do want to say, again, Orlando's victory stemmed from the great finishing in this game, and honestly, having a lot of resilience under pressure. Despite their latest slump of bad results, they exploited San Diego's defensive lapses, as you saw, with Ovalle and Pickett proving to be decisive players. I felt like Seb Hines' emphasis on defending compactly after the equalizer, allowed them to absorb the pressure and strike back very effectively. So I think the win, in my opinion, is a testament to, you know, that desire of, and a little bit of that championship pedigree, quote unquote, from the previous season. That mojo from the previous season is still there, still there. That pride of last season is still there, and so hopefully this is a boost. This is a morale booster in a playoff push. Now, San Diego literally lost because of defensive errors, as you saw, and also failed to convert when they had the possession of the ball. And this is aside of Dudinha's spark, their attack really lacked a lot of sharpness. Um, Also, I felt like Seth Hines edged out in the tactical battle Jonas Eldeval in this encounter. I felt like Hines' adjustments in the second half, um, including tying a little bit the midfield, especially to counter San Diego's press because they were putting so many numbers forward. It just proved very pivotal, and I think tactically this was a really good game for Seth Hines. Idaval, which is San Diego's coach since January of 2025, um, I believe I think he focused more on on the possession based, but it just couldn't break Orlando's defense. I think Orlando's defense is tremendous in this game as well. Also, Hines already has the experience of motivating this core group of players, so it just kind of gave him a little bit of the tactical edge against Jonas. Now, what's next for the Orlando Pride? I mean, what can we say? Let's take a look at the standings real quick, and then we'll read your comments in just a moment. Thank you so much for your support. This is Loud and Proud Orlando, the Pride Pod. So stay tuned because we're going to be talking about what's coming next. Órale, México, Club América. We're going to be talking about anything and everything about Club América. So, right here. So we have that right here, but we'll read some comments real quick. It says here, we usually play well in Cali, says Shinta. Go sign Maya Judus sitting on Utah bench when she could be starting for Orlando. I mean, that would be a great pickup. Take notes, Miss Miss Haley Carter. Shinta, kick it isn't signed for 2026. I think they're going to sign her. I think she's a great leadership presence in the locker room. She's obviously a delight to be around. But not only that, she's proven that this is her year. I mean, out of all the Orlando Pride players, I think after Banda left, she's been just so influential in the attack. Charlie was given a really nice moral speech before the match. Yeah, she's phenomenal. So, well, okay, so let's look at the standings real quick. Where's the standings? Right here, NWSL. There you go. So obviously the KC Current, the darlings of the league. You know, people are gonna hate if I talk bad about them. 56 points. Then you have Washington Spirit, a terrible Spirit, 40 points. Then you got Gotham. I don't know if it's a Dark Knight, or I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the TV show. I don't know if it's a 1960s show. They got Batman somewhere there. So Gotham FC 34 points. Seattle Reign, which obviously is a huge franchise, and they really come back swinging this year. And then there's Orlando Pride 5th. Now, what separates the 5th from the 3rd? Literally 2 points. So at this moment, it's vital for Orlando to keep winning in the NWSL. Then you have somebody really on our tippy toes, which is Portland Thorns and San Diego Wave. We already beat a direct contender. We need to continue beating our direct contenders. It's only going to get tougher. And then at the end, you got the other teams which are still dangerous. I mean, I still consider Bay to be a little dangerous. I still consider Houston to be dangerous, and certainly North Carolina. So let's look at what's next for the Pride when it comes to the game. So we're going to be playing against Club América coming up tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. A Houston Dash is going to be playing against Orlando. We're going to be traveling all the way to Houston this upcoming Friday as well. There's going to be another Pride Pod more than likely on Thursday night, so just be advised. Stick to our today I didn't have the time, guys, to promote. I was literally at work. I forgot my wallet at my work. I don't know how I'm gonna get to work tomorrow, but I'm screwed. But either way, I didn't really have the best of days today. So I thank you guys for sticking through. It's just I don't know, today's just been one of those days that I dropped my food on the floor. I forgot my wallet. I dropped papers at work. I almost fell when I got into my house. So it's been one of those days that it's just I don't know, terribly clumsy. And I thought I had a really good night's sleep. I mean, I woke up a little early to go work out, but I mean, it was just one of these days. It was just all over the place. So hopefully tomorrow's a better day. And tomorrow, hopefully, Orlando is able to put a W against Club América and continue their onslaught in this tournament, the CONCACAF Women's Champions Cup. But then you got the Dash, and if you look at the full schedule, you get the Dash, and then the first home game back is Friday against the Thorns, and that is going to be a tough game. This game right here, it's a 6-pointer, 100%. Orlando needs to beat the Thorns, do or die, because that's going to determine either they drop really low or they stay even on the third spot. So 2 back-to-back wins, one away against Houston. And I'm talking about NWSL. We're going to talk about CONCACAF in just a second. But Houston, for example, they've always gone to kill us. This is a winnable game. Houston. We need to beat Houston, and we need to beat Portland. We get those 6 points, we're back in track, baby. We're back in track in the standings. And then after that, what's coming next is Pachuca, which is going to be another really tough game for the Champions Cup. And then we close out literally before playoffs against the Spirit, which is kind of like our derby now. I mean, these are two teams that don't like each other. And then against Seattle Reign, which right now they're coming back pretty strong. So it only gets tougher for the Pride. So it's good to see that Ovalle is picking up, and hopefully we still see Julie Doyle and all the players kind of raising their level, because these upcoming 2 games in the NWSL are crucial for the Pride to continue their onslaught. Let's read some comments here. Friday match is massive. Beat them, and it will have to go all wrong for us not to make the playoffs. That's right. So if Orlando loses every single game in the NWSL after that, then you're pretty much screwed and you're done, right? But I really don't think, or I think Orlando is going to go through the playoffs 100%. So, all right. So let's talk about Club América. Club América Femenil. So right now, America is in excellent shape. They are really one of the best teams in Mexico, if not the best team in Mexico. How do they compare to the Orlando Pride? Club América excels in, I feel, in a high pressing possession football. So they average around 58% of possession in Liga MX. And also you have players like Kiana Palacios, 13 goals, Charlene Corral, So they have some, depth, and some of these players have also international experience. Um, Orlando brings a lot of physicality. Definitely, Orlando has size. Orlando has probably more of like a physical type of European side more than anything. They bring a lot of speed. So Ali Watt on the flank for sure. And obviously you got Marta, you got Jackie Ovalle, you have also Angelina. So right now, the Pride's recent form is mixed due to their recent slump, but obviously they are on a Champions Cup run. If you just focus on Champions Cup itself, Orlando Pride is on a run, and shows a lot of their resilience and scoring power against uh, other types of teams. Now, America is not just any team. They're one of the, if not the best team in Mexico. So even though America has the edge in the current momentum because they're really really thriving in the women's Mexican league, and they're also at home, Orlando needs to have that tactical discipline that could match their intensity. So it's important for Sep to make the right moves. And this is definitely not an Alajuelense, and this is definitely not a Chorrillo. This is going to be another, I will say, another NWSL match for the Pride. So this is probably in preparation of what's coming against Houston. I will even say that if you pair America to Houston, they're very similar, probably eerily similar. Um, so obviously, Club America is slightly favored to win. They have a unbeaten Champions Cup record, also strong domestic form, and also they're playing in a little bit of a high altitude, which sometimes can fatigue visitors, but it's just very comparable to Denver, so it's really not a big deal. I think Orlando's has the pedigree as the latest champs to hopefully score first. So Orlando um, can win this game. They just got to be maestros up top, and they got to score the ones that they make. So if not, it's going to be a tough climb, 100% against this team. Now, there's who's Angel Villacampa is the coach of Club America. So Angel Villacampa has experience, kind of like Seb. He took this Club America team and made them a lot of title contenders. He kind of know the ins and outs of his squad. They are very vertical when it comes to the attack. They uh, definitely put priority on pressing, so which is very similar to the Pride. However, Seb also tactically, like he demonstrated against San Diego, is able to have his squad stay composed when situations are very tough or in high stakes games. And also, he has a way of tactically maintaining a core of players that already provided them with a double. So it is important. Um, it is important that he continues that way. Now, I feel like there's a little bit of uncertainty of Villacampa, which is the coach of America, of knowing how the Pride is going to play. They're probably going to treat the Pride as any other NWSL team that they face, but Orlando has the unpredictability edge. So they can definitely put up a show and in the first 20 minutes score 2 goals, and then they'll control the rest of the game. And more than likely they'll win. Now Orlando Pride, what they need to do is they need to focus on defending compactly. A very compact defense, neutralize Corral, Palacios, forcing long balls. so they can counter Ali Watt up top, right? Also exploit the set pieces where America has shown a lot of vulnerabilities defending set pieces. Also Marta's vision for a very quick transitions, or if not, Yaki Ovalle on the right wing proved to be very good. And also managing the fatigue, because I don't know, maybe for some players they'll feel a little sick because of the altitude, but they need to. I think Orlando has experience in tight games, which could certainly lead onto another late winner, if anything, right? Or penalty shootout victory. So hopefully that's the case. Let's read some comments real quick. Friday match is massive. Beat them, and it will have to go all wrong for us not to make the playoffs. Don't even care about this match. Just save legs for the Friday match. I do care about this match. I feel like it's a tough road to climb in the NWSL. I think it's still feasible for Orlando to go to. I think they're going to go to playoffs and possibly even try to win the championship. But this is a cup that will be tremendous. So you imagine them going to the Club World Cup against top teams in Europe, like in Barcelona, Arsenal. It would be great to have the Pride compete in that stage, and why not be the best of the continent? But yeah, you're right. You're right. Now, uh, yeah. So hopefully Orlando is able to neutralize that and able to work over the fatigue. Now, we're gonna do the we're gonna we're gonna do the lineup real quick, and we appreciate you guys for your support. Real quick, I'm trying to writing solo, so I appreciate if you leave us a comment, subscribe. All right. So let's do the lineup real quick. Um, here's Orlando Pride. Let me see here. I'm looking. All right. So we're looking at Anna Morehouse. Yeah. I don't know what Yakiowai is here, but whatever. Emily Sams for sure. Sarah Shavoshi. I think we're gonna keep the back four the way they are right now. I like this back four. I'll put McCutcheon and Angelina. I'll take Limos out. I'll put Watt up top. Doyle right here. Ovalle right here. And I think I don't know if Limos, even though I don't know. I'm a little. I have a feeling that there's gonna be some new faces. I personally would love if it's like this. Like instead of Limos, I have McCutcheon here. So McCutcheon is right here. Angelina is right here. No, actually, the other way around. You see, Angelina. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, Angelina right here. McCutcheon right here. And then right here, I wanna score, and I will love dearly to see Summer Yates. So it would be cool to see what Yates could give you right at the 10. We used to say, oh, Yates is gonna be Marta's replacement at some point. I would love to see this, or even better, you can hold Doyle off the wing, even though it's working. But I'll put Simone Jackson. I think Simone Jackson was tremendous. I would love to see that actually. So I will go Morehouse up top because you're gonna have to play with your A squad against Club America. It's in a different. It's almost NWSL level. So Morehouse, Hernandez, Oyane, Emily Sams, Sarah Shavoshi, and Carrie Abello. I think this back four was perfect. McCutcheon and Angelina. I think those two right there. And I want Angelina more of a defensive role, but also Angelina and Yates and communicate very well. So I would like to have the opportunity to have Yates as 10. Jackson, so you give Dora a little bit of a rest, put her as in the second half, and then Yaki Ovalle for sure on the right. I think she's hot right now, playing as a right winger. I'll leave her there, and then Ali Watt up top. I think those three would be fantastic. Haley Carter, go save Jenna Nice Swanger and play her at yeah, that'd be great. It would be fantastic. Fantastic. Yep. So my prediction for this game, my prediction for this game is going to be a 3-1 Orlando win. 3-1 Orlando win. Take notes. 3-1 Orlando win. So my prediction is 3-1 Orlando win. Morehouse as your goalkeeper. Oyane, Sams, Shavoshi, and Abello. Angelina and McCutcheon as your double pivot mid. Then you have on your left Simone Jackson, on your right Yaki Ovalle, up top Ali Watt, and as your 10, Summer Yates. I would love to see that Summer Yates, Ovalle, and Jackson connection. And I will leave you before we go. Again, I will tell you that we're going to have another Pride Pot. We're going to have another Pride Pod on Thursday to preview what's coming for the NWSL. Now, we're going to leave you with the anthem of Club América.
Buying this boat was a
Before we see State Farm. Thank you guys. Hopefully it's a win against Club América tomorrow. Thank you for your support. We're Louder and Pride Orlando. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you check us out, all of our social media. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everybody that stick around. And again, we appreciate you. And hopefully another 3 points in our winning bag, another W. And again, vamos Pride. We'll see you guys on Thursday.